Now, obviously I'm not completely anti-social media, or I wouldn't be posting this video on here, or I wouldn't be going on Instagram and sharing my photos, but I do kind of want to make a point that not always social media is positive, and there is a downside of it as well. So for my first point to make sense, I'm going to have to tell you a little bit of a story about how I actually used to use Instagram for my own photography. So originally when I started my Instagram account, I didn't actually make it for people to follow it. I wasn't really thinking that my work was good enough for people to like my work. It was purely for my own and for my friends and family to see how I was getting on with my photography A-level. It was somewhere where I could just put all my new bits of work, and I was just trying to experiment in new things, and that's pretty much where it started off. After a while though, the account started doing really well. I was getting hundreds of likes per image, thousands of followers, and it just felt really good to have all these different people and having this audience all of a sudden out of nowhere. But at the time, all I was posting was female portraits. I loved it, it was creative, it was fun. But it didn't let me experiment and try out different things. Because I was so streamlined and only posting that kind of content, I didn't feel in myself I was able to post anything else, because I felt obliged to actually fulfill what my audience wanted, and I knew that's what they wanted, and that was why I was getting an audience. But at the same time, it meant I couldn't experiment and try out different things, which obviously as a photographer you want to experiment and try and see what else you can do. So basically what I'm saying is, because I kept posting the same kind of images over and over again, it didn't really give me a challenge to step out of my comfort zone. Basically the social media audience that I got made myself a safety net, and I just kept posting the same things and didn't really change it up. So that's kind of why social media isn't good in that sense. Another bad thing about social media for photographers is that when you see a very popular person or very popular artist doing a certain style, it's very easy to be not even inspired, but just blatantly copy what they're doing. It's nothing wrong about being inspired by an artist and then doing your own recreation or doing your own interpretation of what they create. But then when you basically copy exactly what they do, it just basically makes you a follower. It doesn't make you unique or have your own style. It doesn't let you experiment. It basically just does what they do. And that's what's really bad about social media, because you can be so influenced by these people and you'll be like, whoa, I really like what they're doing. That's so great. I think that's amazing. That's what I want to try and do. But it just makes you just be their shadow, which ain't really beneficial at all. That just does not make you unique. Carrying on with that last point, it's also very easy to fall in the trap of just doing what everyone else is doing. When you see that one of your friends, for example, has taken a certain image, you just look at that and then you just go, oh wow, that's really cool, I want to do that. And when you have that mentality of just doing, I want to do that, it doesn't let you have your own style. It just basically makes you copy what everyone else is doing, and it just doesn't make you unique. So you've got to try and do your own thing. You've got to try and make risks, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You just got to try and take risks and see what works for you and what's your style. Because when you just start going in that mentality of just being like, oh, well, that person there did it, so I want to do it, it just doesn't give you your own unique style, basically. If all you're doing is just watching other people and just seeing what other people are doing, you're never going to be doing it yourself. You need to get out the run of just scrolling through and that's what I do sometimes. I do get in a bit of a rut and I'm just like, oh, I can't be bothered to actually go out and actually do it myself. I just look at other people and I'm like, oh, that's a cool idea, maybe I should try that sometime. But you've actually just got to get out your comfort zone and just go out there and just do it. Now, if there's one thing that you take from this video, let it be this. Don't always follow the crowd. Don't just do things because everyone else is doing them, and don't just go on social media and see what the best thing that everyone else is doing. Try and do your own thing, try and be different, and just experiment. If it doesn't work, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're not going to get as many likes. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one.